everyone, and welcome back to the Scribe and Stamp YouTube channel. It's Jess here, and today I'm sharing some tips and tricks on organization. All of the products that we're talking about today are available in the shop, and I'll have links in the description box below. Let's get started. First thing we're going to start with is storage pockets. So the one that I tend to gravitate the most is actually the large Avery Elle storage pockets, which fits a standard size stamp set perfectly. So the way that I kind of organize my stamps is I take each pocket has its own stamp set, and then I can pop in the coordinating dies behind it. When I feel especially organized, it's a very old set and well loved, I will take a piece of white cardstock and put it in the back, so and then I will label it, that's super fancy. And then we have the small ones. This one I believe is Avery Elle. In the shop we have memory keeper ones, which are perfect for these little mini sets. So sometimes I'll like double them up and kind of put them together just so that I'm not wasting one pocket per tiny little set. And then there's also the extra large set clear pockets, which hold like huge stamp sets similar to the Concord and Ninth ones. And then the next little storage solution that I picked up was actually the Tim Holtz mini archival tins. So like these ones here. So when you have all your like mini little ink pads, that kind of fits in here perfectly. Because I find when I stack them by themselves, they kind of move around and they don't stay in place. Next thing I'm going to show you. Sometimes it's hard to, when you see it on the website, what it looks like in person. So now we have the Tim Holtz storage jars. So these ones here. So these ones are plastic. And they're so cute. So I find that I think I'm going to use these for sequins. Because I get the sequin mixes and they come in, like the picket fence mixes are perfect. They come in their own little storage. So you don't really have to worry about them too much. But if you have different ones that come in these baggies, it's kind of hard to keep track of what you have if you're just in your drawer in the bags. So I'm going to kind of just use them to store sequins. Ooh, it's sealed. Fancy. And then it also kind of not only stores all your sequins, but then it also is very pretty. So that's my next tip for organizing. If it's not pretty, I'm probably not going to stick with it. So I definitely like when things are out and pretty and they just make you feel inspired. Because these sequins, if I keep them the way they are, they're going to be in my drawer and I'm going to forget that I have them. So if I put them in these little jars and I can put them on my, I have a like IKEA pegboard on my desk with like little shelves. I can put them there and I can see, oh, those are so cute. I got this mix, I got this, and I have that. And then you can even put labels on the top if you wanted to organize different things. So we do have a different array of sizes of jars, and the next one I want to show you is by We Are Memory Keepers. So this comes in a pack of 4, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and they kind of screw in together. So again, these embellishments would probably live in a drawer somewhere and I would forget that I have them. So I can kind of fit them perfectly in here, like that, and then they kind of all go together. So you can kind of keep on building them. So the bottom one has where you can kind of screw in more. So you can kind of keep them on your shelf as well. And then the next item I'm going to show you is large glass jars from We Are Memory Keepers. So again, it all depends on like your kind of preference on how you want to store things. So you can store sequins in like this size here, and then you can also store things in these large glass jars here. So these ones are actually glass and these ones are plastic. So it all depends if you have little people in your craft room or little fur friends in your craft room that like to knock things over. So this would kind of hold like little pom-poms if you have stuff like that. For me, I find the bulk of my the bulk of my embellishments are like sequins and things like that. So I'm gonna take this out of the plastic and kind of put it in here. So it's out in the open and I can see them. And I think the best way to transfer it is I'm gonna actually use my Studio Katia tray. So I'm gonna put this here for now. And then that way it kind of makes it easy to put everything where it belongs. Oh, and with glass, there's no static. There we go. Then we can rescue these little hearts here. So it actually fits quite a bit. And then it also lends to a really pretty decor. So I love when things are multifunctional. Definitely is a win-win when you can see what you have. Oh, and they see like little embellishments like these, which they're probably very staticky. It's probably best to store it in a glass jar. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to share is actually for project organizing. So sometimes when you have a bunch of projects on the go and they're kind of stacked up on your desk, you might lose pieces that you're working on, or you might forget where you are. So I like to use this Avery Elle mesh storage pocket, which is perfect for storing, you know, you might be working on a card, maybe you have your background, maybe you have your image colored, but then you get pulled away because life happens, and then you kind of leave it on your desk and you might misplace something. So I would just pop it in here with all of the things that I'm working on, and boom, you're good to go. And then in the before times, and hopefully very soon, when we get to craft together and we get to go to crops, this is a perfect way to organize your day, where you can kind of put together, you can put stamp sets in there for all the items you want to use for your project and keep everything together. So love it. And the next thing that I love, and you guys probably see every time that I go live, is my Tailored Expressions tool tray. So the tool tray is super cool. I have another one here where I keep my standard brushes and glue and different things that I like to reach for all the time. I also like to use just plain old bins. So this one kind of has my scissors and my embellishment wand and my pokey tool and my tweezers and different things I grab for all the time. This I like for my brushes. Show you how I just put them on the tool tray because they fit perfectly. And they probably would fit, you know, any kind of blender brush, not just the Tailored Expressions ones. Also, I'm gonna grab the stickers for this. You can get a sticker pack and it has all of the color families. So it's another way to keep the tools that you use all the time together and quick and easy access. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you guys kind of got some ideas to stay inspired. So we have some glass jars, which are perfect for storing shaker bits. And then we have some plastic jars for people who, you know, maybe they have littles in their craft room and they don't want to break something. And then we have ones that kind of fit larger embellishments like bows and ribbon. And you can screw them all together and kind of stack them, which is super fun. And then we have our toolkit from Tailored Expressions to hold your brushes and your must-haves. Like I have clean paint brushes that I keep by when I'm embossing and things like that, and a pencil. And then we have the Tim Holtz Archival tins to hold your little inks. And we have, to keep all of your projects organized, the Avery Elle mesh pockets. So there's something for everyone to get organized and to stay inspired. Love it. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you guys have a crafty afternoon, and I can't wait to get together and create a card on Sunday with you guys. Thank you.